I got two spotter scopes for you. One is the Simmons Blazer. The other is the Bushnell Sport View. Both of them are 20 to 60x magnification, meaning that this is at 60 and I can move it to 20, and when I do that I'm gonna have to move this to focus it in. Now I have a basketball net 100 yards from my house, and I make sure my spotter scopes work just at first by zooming in to the net and making sure I can see the rust on the chains. Then I take it to the range and make sure I can see a 22 LR bullet hole from 100 yards. Only with 60x magnification have I been able to see a 22 LR bullet hole. Both of these scopes are capable of focusing in so that you can see that bullet hole really clearly. I go to a range where there's 30 people, it's outdoors, it's public, and you have to wait for all 30 people to get done shooting to go up to your target and see how you did. I like to see how I'm shooting at the target after every shot. I don't like to have to wait 45 minutes for everybody to get done blowing the hell out of their targets. For me to know if my scope is off, if I need some adjustments, if I need to work on myself, steadying my aim or whatever. The Bushnell is much larger, okay? And it comes with a medium to small size, very sturdy tripod. You don't want a big tripod, and I'm going to get into that. It comes in this case, this hard case. It also only has a lens cover for the front, not the lens in the back. I like this because I can throw that case in my car and I don't have to worry about the weight of the guns breaking any lenses or anything like that. I like this because it's easier to find the target. You just point the scope at it right down. I like this because you can adjust the what is it? What's that called? Focus right next to the zoom. The tripod is the most important part of using your spotter scope. If it is too big, it will be wobbly, and the slightest bit of movement will take it off the target completely. Especially when you're talking about 60x magnification, looking at a target for little tiny holes in it made by a 22. This is good not only for the range, and I like this, the lens cap for the end of it is also a compass. This is the Simmons Blazer 20 to 60x. This has a focus here and a zoom here. And this is good for hunters because, you know those hunters that sit up in trees all day? Say there's a plane down at one of their vantage points that the deer feed at, and he wants to be able to have a clear view to see if there's any deer there. Okay, I can wrap that octopus, tripod around a tree branch, and then all I have to do is lean over and look into the eyepiece of that. This here is called a tripod head. Now I'm going to show you what that does. If I loosen it, it's going to let me wobble it all over the place. Now this is great for finding the target because once you tighten it, one second. the main idea is once you get it set, to not touch it at all. And once you tighten it, it's not moving anywhere. These legs on there are about 12 inches. This is the exact tripod you want if you're the type of guy who sits up in the trees and hunts. This is also a perfectly well-working tripod for the range, for the use I was talking about. The problems with it is it comes in a soft case, but other than that, it performs very well. It comes with a very large tripod. If you're going to insist on using that tripod, do not extend the legs. You'll notice the wobbleness. You'll get less of that if you just contract the legs. But these legs are just very, very sturdy. This is a pretty heavy spotter scope. They all are, but it's just a very sturdy tripod. And a sturdy tripod, like if the wind hits a scope enough and the tripod is not found, the foundation of it enough isn't secure, it'll start to drift away from the target. This isn't going anywhere. You can find this, it's called a flexible tripod, octopus tripod on eBay. When it comes, you'll find that the threading for, one second, the threading for this tripod is for a certain type of camera with threads much bigger than this, and if you remove that, and it's an adapter, these can fall out the bottom. So you have to like super glue this in so that it'll fit standard threads, such as the threads of your spotter scope or cameras. The threads that it come with are removable, and those threads, if you leave them on there, won't work for your spotter scopes or cameras. This is an excellent tripod. In fact, it's identical to the one that comes with the Bushnell. I also put a little tripod head on this. This is the best advice I can give you guys when it comes to spotter scope. That the tripods make everything. Spotter scopes are a hassle unless you have the right tripod. You don't think that it's the tripod's fault when you're messing with it and it's giving you trouble, when really it is completely the tripod's fault. I mean, all you do is once you set it up, you don't touch it. You just move your eye and glance and look at the target and you're good to go. But you can't do that on a very high up tripod, a very one of the professional camera shooting tripods. Only these small ones are strong enough in the legs to distribute the weight so that it won't tip over and that it won't jiggle and move off target. And that being said, this is the Simmons Blazer 20 to 60x, and this is the Bushnell Sport View 20 to 60x. Anything less than 60x magnification, you're not going to see a 22 LR bullet hole at 100 yards. That being said, you guys take care.